Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
It says on July 11, 2021, I was dispatched to an alarm call that occurred at 2344 Northern Oaks Drive, Braselton, Georgia. Well, damn, Raris, you don't take the address out. He like, fuck it. I responded to this call with the use of my emergency equipment. While en route to the residence, our dispatcher informed Sergeant Spears and I that shots had been fired at the residence. I then asked our dispatcher if there was any injuries. Our dispatcher stated that there were no injuries. Dispatch stated that the subjects had ran out the back of the residence before we arrived on the scene. Our dispatch also stated that the residents were located at one of the guard shacks in Chester, whatever. When Sergeant Spears and I arrived, this is a lot. Let's get to the point. Okay. Where we at? Once inside the residence, I observed there were multiple shots located in the island that is located in the kitchen area. In the main bedroom was a large amount of currency as well as black bag that had drinks inside of the bag. Once the main level of the residence was secured, Sergeant Spears and I then made our way to the top level of the residence. After clearing the top level of the residence, we then made our way to the bottom level of the residence using the stairwell, which is located by what appears to be a dining room area. While making our way downstairs, I observed that there was a small shell casing on the floor. Okay, listen. Definitely Jersey, but I think he has. Bottom of the level of the residence, observed a blow bed that was located near the stairwell of the bottom level. I also observed that the bottom door was open as well as a broken window that leads to the backyard. After clearing the bottom level of the residence and making our way back up to the main level of the residence, another shell casing was located. Once the scene was safe and secure, I was able to place a crime scene tape. Let's keep going. All right, so it says here where I'm at. I was able to make contact with both victims that were at the residence during the time the incident occurred. I spoke to Cox, India, and Banks Durk. Both Cox and Banks stated that they heard a noise that sounded like a window breaking. Cox stated that she had grabbed a weapon and fired a few rounds due to the fact that the individuals that were in the residence fired at her. Cox then stated that she had dropped the weapon, and Banks went and grabbed the weapon and went to the back deck area and laid down and began shooting at three individuals that were wearing masks or a t-shirt over their face. Cox was able to provide a Glock 20 generation, then a serial number pistol that was located in their vehicle. I was able to retrieve the pistol and make the weapon safe, but while making the weapon safe, I observed that the pistol did not have a round chamber in the weapon, and there were only a few rounds that were inside of the magazine. I was able to place the pistol and a magazine and evidence bag and secure it in my marked patrol vehicle. After a few minutes went by, I made contact with the two Hall County deputies. One of the deputies brought the canine, blah, blah, blah. During the track, we were able to locate one green tennis shoe about 100 yards from the residence. As we continue our track, we're able to locate another tennis shoe, which was a white Nike tennis shoe, which appeared to be an Air Force One low top of shoe. As we continued to the track, we were able to observe that there were tracks that led up to the street. After making it to the street, the track stopped, but we were able to find another shoe that was a white Nike tennis shoe. They ran out of the shoe. After finishing I guess that's what we track. I went back to the marked patrol vehicle where which was located at the residence. I was informed by the GBI was on their way to process the scene and evidence. Once the GBI arrived I was able to hand over the pistol to them. A chain of custody form was filled out. Okay, that seemed like a lot going on. Okay. Let me look at what y'all saying. Oh, y'all said a lot. Let me see. Shout out to y'all doing this, okay? Y'all running up the chat. Let me see. Okay, so first and foremost, right? I will say this, that India gives the statement and said she shot because they shot at her. And in process, the gun dropped, Durk picked it up and shot it at him on the back deck. Okay. This is my outlook on it, right? He technically, per the statement, is not in possession of a weapon until it's a dire situation. And basically, the gun just dropped in the middle of a shootout in his home and he picked it up and shot it. But guess what? Again, I don't see that as being, especially when they're victims, is being that big of a deal to push to do a weapon charge. Because again, he was at home. He was at home, right? He didn't shoot first. His old lady shot, dropped the weapon. It's shots coming at him. He picks up the gun and shoots. Now, I know somebody said it in the comments, right? They brought up, oh my gosh, what's his name from New York? Oh my God, what is the guy name? The rapper that got on the stand to testify. Not Textone. What's the other one? Troy Ave. Okay, it's a similar situation to the Troy Ave thing to a certain extent, right? The only difference is Troy Ave did catch the weapons charge, right? But he was in a public place. This occurred inside, guess what? Durk's home. Okay. So, in my opinion, a weapon charge was not viable for this situation because, for one, he didn't have possession of the weapon. India did. It dropped during a commission of a crime against them in their home, and it happened in Georgia, right? Which does have a stand your ground self-defense situation going on. So I just don't see why they would charge him anyway. No, that's not how. So the wording, let me see. I'm not going to entertain you. I'm here, Mickey Truth. So let me tell y'all something. So hold up. Let me pull up the wording. That's not what it means, King Now. Hold on, I'm gonna go straight to the thing. Straight to the source. All right. Fire rocket bit. I think this is. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one. Is it? Hold on, make sure this is the one. That's not it. In person, pray about the whole patient. In person. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on, let me find the wording. Give me a second. I'm trying to use Georgia, but I might just use South Carolina. Because I know for a fact, because my dad is one, how that goes. But hold on. And I stay with guns, so. Damn. Trying to find the statute. of Georgia. Hold on. Well, that sucks for you, Nell. I don't know where you live, but that sucks for you. What the fuck? What state is that? That's crazy. All right, hold on. That ain't it either. God damn it. I'm trying to find the actual wording for that state. Because although he's not a felon for Georgia, he still will have to follow the law there. Oh, let me see. Is this it? Police search a defendant's bag and person which produced handguns. Pursuit. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. It is the public policy of Georgia that possession of firearms by convicted felons generally presents a threat to the safety of citizens. Okay. Non-enforceable felon who has been free of restraint or supervision for 5 years is not eligible to apply for a license. We know that. Okay. Evidence that defendant kept guns in storage and safes immediately after defendant was released from prison or parole after defendant's conviction for aggravated show defendant was guilty. Okay. Any error in the omission of a witness statement under except to the hearsay rule was harmless in the light of the evidence. No, that ain't it. That ain't it either. This is not what I need. Yeah, this ain't it. Alright, this ain't it. Hold on to your man. Oh, thank you, F gang. Yeah, I've been looking at the screen. Alright, hold on, y'all. Let me see. What is this? Is this it? I don't think this is it. This is federal, and he don't have federal. Okay, so hold on. We gonna get to it, y'all. Hold on. We can't move past this. We got to solve this once and for all. Person. Let's see. Is this it? Maybe. Who has been just no. Okay, bam. Where's the wording? Come on, we were so close. Freak. All right, hold on. What is the form called? Let's see what Google says. Felon in possession of a firearm is a felony crime that prohibits a person who has been convicted of a felony offense involving violence or intimidation from owning, purchasing, or possessing firearms or ammunition. The crime has 3 elements. Knowing. Okay, here we go. Where did they get this from though? I need that site. So basically, knowingly, I think that should be knowingly possessing, previous felony conviction, and interstate commerce involvement of the firearm. So I need to find the actual thing where it says it, but this is a brief synopsis of what I was going to say. You have to prove possession. So again, for example, if they found the gun and say Durk's man cave, where you can tell this is his space, the gun is in there. That's one thing, right? Or um in his book bag, right? Or whatever. In his, it has to be his. For it to be in his possession knowingly is his. Now, India's statement that we read that on Instagram on Chicago's Rares, it says that it was her gun, right? She started shooting it, so that means it was in her possession. It it dropped to the ground in the middle of this shootout where she's already returning fire because somebody's in her house shooting at them. She drops the weapon. Now we have Durk picks up the weapon to return fire. Like I said before we even started looking into this, you have to remember where you are. Georgia is a stand your ground state. Okay. Meaning you have the right to protect your home. You have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to protect another person. You have that right. Okay. However, it does come into play with felons with weapons, right? Now, if this house was just his house, India did not stay there, and the gun was found there, that's possession. Because who else gun is? It's definitely yours. This is why I say, like that, like it broke it down, knowing possession, meaning you knew it was there because it's yours, right? So, again, they refer to this as India Cox and Durk Banks' home. So regardless of who's legally, because I see Machiavelli that says Machiavelli said that who had ownership, it doesn't matter because it could have been a rental, right? And somebody else owners, they just pay payments. It still doesn't matter if they collectively, meaning they can go in this room and find stuff of multiple people, not just Durk, that he's not in possession unless they say it was his gun. Then that's different. Okay. But in this case, he did not have possession of the weapon. India took possession of the weapon. Right? That was the first one. Next was, hold on, which tab was I just reading from? Previous felony conviction. Now I'm going off of y'all with this because I've never pulled his actual conviction. So y'all say he's a felon. I can't tell you that for sure because I never pulled this shit or got it. So I don't know that part. Um Interstate commerce involvement of the firearm, and basically mean the gun is not registered, or whatever. So they ran it for sure, and I'm going to assume that it was India's name. So already is no reason for him to be charged in Georgia, right? And I believe it's like kind of everywhere because if you really think about it, most of the people don't get gun charges in situations like that, even if they weren't supposed to have the gun, depending on the situation. But because I know people in real life that haven't got gun charged, but also I know somebody. Guess what? That did get a gun charge here in my city, and it was because the gun was dirty. So they got off on the attempted murder, but he definitely got 10 years for the gun charge. But again, this is how I interpret the law and how I break it down, and yeah, that's just that. This kind of breaks it down a little bit more too on this side. See? And it's 922G. Y'all know we familiar with that because that's the whole battle with Boosie right now. Okay. Boom. But there we go. All right. So with that being said, we done crossed that one off. Let's go to the next one. So we did number 11. Oh. We're basically we done went through 11 of these things already. The last one just said everybody Durk beef with / hang around getting fed charges. Everybody but him. But technically everybody's not getting fed charges because OTF got some people that's fed charged somewhere. that I didn't hear about, because I don't recall hearing about that one. But nevertheless, again, in summary, and then we can move on to the next, right? In summary with this, I just feel like it has to come a point where just say that you're just putting shit together. Just say it, right? And because these comments, look, this is a comment. And then it's a comment under this video, right? This is the comment under here, okay? Now, this, if y'all watched it already, right? I literally was talking about people predicting these or saying they know for shit show indictment is coming. And like I said, I've been saying since November, only people know what's going on with the feds is informants and the police. And I stand on that. That's it. You can assume all day long, but to say you know, I don't care. Yeah, you tell that shit to somebody else, okay? Something ain't right with you. And that's pretty much what I got going on. But this is, like I said, this is my comment section. This is not like, this is the comments. And I just had to really like take time to like shoot some of this shit down. Cause I'm just like, this is crazy. Okay. It's just like people just be talking.
Remember me wearing a frown. Now it's the other way around. They mad cause I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play. Hey, don't